This is giving me many flashbacks to my clinical training years ago, Phyllis, when back then it was DSM-4 and there was Axis 2, which was all of our personality disorder friends, and same type of using of emotions to manipulate. And everyone's just a tool that they can use, particularly skilled with emotional manipulation.
Well, what a wonderful point to make, because really a narcissistic bully, right, or a bully, only makes relationships based on their usefulness, the value of their usefulness, which means that, if you're my director and the usefulness right now is for me to get out of hot water and be able to stay employed, then I'm going to tell you what you want to hear, okay? If I can also wind up a few sheep followers in the department and kind of incite them, which is why I call this shadow behavior, I live in the world of plausible deniability. So I can use other people that might have no insight into my manipulative predator qualities, wind them up and shove them out there, and all of a sudden they're trying to overthrow the government. They get thrown out, they get poor performance evaluations, and that person stands in the shadows.
Yeah. I remember way back my early days, I was getting my clinical training and working on a unit, and then and every once in a while you get someone on the unit who's very skilled in this way, whether it's narcissism or other kind of personality disorder, and they would get one of the staff members to become their advocate. So we'd be back, when we'd be doing all of our filling out all of our reporting for that shift, and that staff member would say, I think you've got Joe all wrong. You really do. I mean, he's really a good guy. I think we should really do more things for Joe. And we would say, wow, Joe got you. Joe got you.
You and I both know that we call that gaslighting, right?
Right.
So there's a couple of fundamental things in bullying behavior. Number one, they're going to tell you what you want to hear with absolutely no ability to be able to sustain their promises. Okay. Number two, they're going to gaslight. All right. So they always are going to live in the world of plausible deniability. That's not what I said. That person misunderstood. Oh, I'm really sorry. I can't believe they, I only said this. This was my intent. And, this goes on and on and on. And it's the same plausible deniability no matter what. And then if you're really not sure if you're dealing with a bully narcissist, then I'm going to say, what about their leapfrogging behavior? So remember, a narcissist thinks that they are so very special. So they should only be talking to people who are equally special. So one of the key things that I have found is that they leapfrog middle management and go directly to the top, or the person they feel is more powerful. Because after all, you're just a middle manager, and even though that's my chain of command, you're just a middle manager, and I am far more important, and I need to speak to people who are equally special and important. Therefore, I leapfrog middle management and go right to a director, or even administration.
Wow. Okay. So I want to kind of land our plane a little bit on this. So if we do think we've got one of these folks on our team, okay, what are some other signs, and what are some ways for us to shine the light, whether that's exit them or figure out exactly what's going on? What are some steps we can take as managers?
So the big cautionary step here for anyone in any organization, in any working venue, okay, is that you never take on a bully alone. They are too conniving and too controlling and very, very slick at gaslighting. They will turn the table on you, or turn the situation around to make you look like the one who's harassing them. And it could be very detrimental to your career. So what you need to do is start your anecdotal notes and, dates and times and who and what, when, and why. And make sure that you build a case in your notes of this person who has this cyclical behavior, regardless of your just-in-time coaching. Maybe you sent them to some training, whatever the case may be. It's not one person complaining that they're being targeted, but it's a variety of people, or you witness it, you finally witness it yourself. And then you have to go to administration and human resources, so that it has to be the manager or the leader of the department with executive administration and human resources having a coordinated action plan in order to address this. Because as soon as this narcissist bully smells smoke, like there's a little heat, they're going to leapfrog you, go right to the director of human resources and gaslight and do everything to create the impression that they are being harassed. If you don't go and explain this situation to executive administration and human resources first, you could find yourself in very deep, hot water. You have to be able to give them the heads up of, and this is how this person has conducted themselves in the past. I fully expect when I do this action plan or this performance evaluation or this write-up with this person that they are going to come directly to you to complain about me and try to say that they are the victim and I am the bully. And once you have that coordinated buy-in, then you can proceed.